Welcome to The Drunk Take, the sports podcast where the takes are hot and the drinks ice cold. Grab a beer, bourbon, maybe a shot, and pull up a seat and join the homies live from the Drunk Take studio. While they recap the week or look forward to the exciting action on the way, it's time to get lit. Oh man, y'all missed it before we went live. Yeah, man was in here doing the double glizzy.
Yeah, I was about to reenact that, but I'm not going to do that on live.
What's up, yeah, man? You have a good weekend, buddy?
It was all right, man. What about you?
Had a great weekend, bro.
Good.
Had a great weekend. Heisman Trophy ceremony this weekend. Congratulations, Mendoza.
Yep.
Taking home the award. Indiana's first Heisman winner.
Yep.
And we're embracing the voters on this show.
We're embracing
the
them.
voters. Like, all right, man. Diego, you were a fun underdog for the last year and a half, man. People enjoyed your story. It was fun. And then you became friends with Theo Vaughn, and you got a little obnoxious. You started in on all this crap. You talked your shit. You backed it up. Good job. But you went a little overboard this weekend, bro. A little overboard this weekend. First, like the pre-Heisman interviews, like every question, who's the best Heisman winner, all this stuff, and you're like, me, that's me. And then, he did congratulate Mendoza after Mendoza won. And, then after that, goes out to the club, fuck the voters, then doesn't just back down from it, embraces it again on Twitter, has to post on Twitter, fuck the voters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just became like the lovable underdog to the Johnny Manziel type douchebag, bro.
Yeah. And I don't think if he would have just stopped it at the club and he never went to Twitter to back it up, I think he would have been okay. I don't think he would be as. I feel like a lot of people are disappointed in him.
Yeah,
I feel like people are disappointed, not necessarily hate the guy, but because he was the lovable underdog, and he had the stats, he had everything to back it up. But history shows you, if it's an even matchup between two players, they're more likely going to give it to the highest rated team.
And it's not like he doesn't have a gripe.
Yeah.
If you took the names off, just put the stats up there, then I think he wins, pretty handily.
Yeah.
On that, but unfortunately, the Heisman, more often than not, like you said, when it's close, it turns into the best player on the best team. Yep. But this is why the Heisman got it right, because the Heisman is a prestigious award, and they need somebody that can represent the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza, a great representation of the Heisman Trophy, because he's humble, he's down to earth, he's a hell of a football player, not taking anything away from his stats. Like, he had a great year.
Yeah.
Do I think he had like a Diego Pavia type year? No. But well winning, they got it right. They got the right representative for the Heisman.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of intangibles that go into this decision. And is the decision-making process perfect? Absolutely not. But it is what it is. And Diego Pavia, he needs to chill out, man. He needs to chill out.
Some of it's his personality. There's a time to be brash and be that guy that we all like. I loved, in the preseason whenever he's saying Vanderbilt's going to go beat Alabama again. They're going to go to the national championship. They're going to go to the playoffs, and he backed it up, except for the Alabama game. But he did all he could to take Vanderbilt to the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, there's a time to show some respect. And I just feel like he dropped the ball on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's still all right, I guess. But that really paints him in a bad light that I don't think he should have.
Yeah, because other than that, he's had an incredible season for Vanderbilt. So it's kind of, it's not going to shit on what he's already done. Because his stats speak for themselves, like you said. But yeah, it kind of dampers it a little bit.
And it's, and he's 24 years old. He's not like the younger kids, but I
No,
think,
he's
just
not.
being in that Johnny Manziel's his boy,
Mhm.
all that stuff can kind of rub off on him. I don't think that's, great
He
representation to be in.
he doesn't need to be
And
taking advice from old Johnny Football. I'll say
yeah,
that.
don't know how much that has a factor in it, but like,
Mhm.
man, just kind of chill out a little bit, bud,
Yeah.
And I guess he did start kind of walking it back a little bit, but it's too late. Once you start putting it out there like
Yep.
that, like
Yep.
it was a little
You
too late, but
you open up something on Twitter, it doesn't go away. It doesn't
absolutely
go away.
not let that take any light away for Fernando Mendoza. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Props to Mendoza. He deserves it. Absolutely. I mean,
and we're
good
talking about
job.
how the regions might break down. I mean,
Yeah.
Mendoza really dominated the South, which I
Mhm.
didn't really think. Like he did not as much as he dominated the other areas. And one thing I didn't take into account was his season at Cal. And so he
Yeah,
must have
yeah.
been really good with the reporters there because over on the West Coast, he ran away with it even more than he did in the Midwest.
Midwest. Yeah, I didn't even think about that either. I completely forgot about it. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't even really close.
Nope. And it's a
Mm-mm.
very, very deserving
Yeah,
Heisman winner for
absolutely. Absolutely. And you're
for
right. He
uh
represents the
Fernando.
award well.
Absolutely. And then got some portal news starting to come out today. None of this is official because they can't officially enter the portal till the first week of January. I believe it's January 6th.
Uh-huh.
But expected to enter the portal, DJ Lagway,
I see that. Yep.
Sam Levitt,
Yep.
Minnie Kermit, Dylan Raiola,
Yep.
no, the,
Saw
the
that.
Minnie Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
and Sorsby from Cincinnati. Those are just all the
Yep.
quarterbacks. Those are the big names that have kind of announced their intentions to enter the portal once it opens, according to Pete Nakos. And Minnie Kermit, is he like, what's he doing? How do you purposely hurt your ACL?
What
Is
now?
he how do you purposely hurt your ACL? I mean, he's done everything he can to mock Mahomes. Do
No.
you think he's like out there just like making hard cuts, just trying to hurt his leg to where he can, catch it even more?
Just go right with him, but don't do it too much because Mahomes, he's all right. He's all right.
What one of the best tweets right after the intentions were announced that he was probably going to enter the portal whenever it opens was somebody tweeted, and Texas Tech is not going to be interested. Gonna follow that Texas Tech route and follow
Oh
Mahomes.
yeah, yeah. So they don't want anything to do with you, buddy.
No, not at all.
Oh,
We have football this weekend. Do you watch any
yes, we
football?
did. Yes, I watched about 22 carries of the Army Navy game.
22 carries. I mean, that's like a quarter of the game.
Yeah, that was a lot of it. I think I watched the end of the first quarter and all of the second until halftime. Army kind of carried through that second quarter, but yeah, it was a close game. 16-17, Navy pulled it out.
Yeah, it looked like Army was going to have it for a minute, man. They
They
had the
did.
they had the lead late, and then Navy went on that drive,
Mhm.
converted a couple fourth downs, and put the ball in the end zone.
Yep.
Navy wins the Commander in Chief Trophy. Congrats to
20 24 total passes.
24 total passes.
That's more than I thought.
Yeah, that's quite a
Yeah.
bit.
I
That's quite a
think
bit. And
I
Army, like they came out and they tried to throw the ball downfield a couple times, and
Mhm.
they tried to a good game plan, especially Army is very overmatched in that game, just
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the talent standpoint. Navy's kind of got a
Mhm.
better roster, and especially with like Blake Horvath
Yeah.
and that they got another quarterback out there that they put in there a couple times, and he's gonna be lightning in a bottle for them
Yeah.
going forward. But it was a fun game to watch. A lot better than the night game.
Oh god, the freaking Buck Up Bowl.
I kept man watching this game. I was like the Bricked Up Bowl. I keep wanting to call it the Bricked Up Bowl, and then I seen who was the sponsor. You know who the
Yeah,
sponsor was?
it's Gronk.
Gronk. Yeah, so
Gronk, yeah.
he wanted you to think it was the Bricked Up
Oh,
Bowl. Like it was
100%.
100%. And
Yeah,
Washington.
I actually had Boise winning this game too, just out of like, they could maybe get something done, and they absolutely did not get a single freaking thing done. They got their ass pushed in.
It was a blowout, bro. An
Yes, yes.
absolute trouncing.
They
And
beat the shit out of them.
Jed Fish, maybe that was his last hurrah at
Yeah.
Washington before he maybe going to Michigan.
Oh. Is there
Maybe.
rumors about that?
I mean, he's probably one of the candidates that would
Yeah.
be talked about. I don't know if that's what Michigan's looking for, but I mean, not
Yeah.
a bad coach, but I still think Michigan's got to make
They got to get rid of that AD.
Kenny Dillingham say no first.
Yeah.
That's definitely priority number one, and it sounds like Dillingham is kind of working towards an extension now too.
Okay.
DeBoer's working toward an extension. Michigan and Penn State getting coaches paid.
Yeah. Yep. That's basically what they're there for. Get
Yep,
those
and
coaches
then
paid.
DeBoer released a statement yesterday saying that he has not talked to Michigan
Mm-hmm.
and wants to stay at Alabama and all that. And they announced that they're kind of working on an extension behind the scenes, but he didn't say he's not going to Michigan. He just said he was happy in Alabama. Like he never completely shoved it under the rug, which is good PR, which is good for him because like Alabama's like, well, yeah, maybe we should start working on this extension.
Yeah,
on a fan base that wants to fire you already.
Yeah. It's like, oh, wait a second, someone else is after him here. If you were in a position to either take the Michigan head coaching job or the Penn State coaching job, where would you go?
The Michigan or the Penn State?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after the way Penn State handled their situation, like Matt Campbell, he's behind.
Yeah,
like he's going in there and he is pretty far behind
he's
where
late.
he needs to be. They had no recruiting class,
very late. Yeah,
and so they're really going to have to hammer the transfer portal. So I mean, Michigan kind of
at the moment, I think Michigan's the better job.
Yeah, just because of the way they handled it. They waited. They had this information the whole time. And, they waited until after National Signing Day to make the move.
Yep.
And, that's kind of whether it's ethical or not,
it's professional.
It's
professional.
It was the way to handle it because, I think they're letting some of the recruits out if they absolutely want it out. But, it's also, Michigan overall is it can be a better job. I mean, you got that Barstool money,
Yeah, they do got that Barstool money, that Dave Portnoy money. Has there been any Michigan players to enter the portal? Any big names?
Not that I can recall, because the portal's not even open yet. I think the portal is open for them since they just fired their coach, but I don't think any big names. I know they had one recruit that they released from his NLI. I believe. I think I've seen that somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't bookmark it, so I don't. I believe I've seen that on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah.
But, it's nothing like the Penn State mass exodus.
Okay. So as far as people they know of, they only have 2 entering or with intentions of entering the portal right now. Just a couple 3-star guys, offensive tackle and a wide receiver named Frederick Moore.
And then all eyes are on Bryce Underwood, who Dave Portnoy said he is not giving any more money to.
I don't know if that's a way to keep your freshman quarterback. You got to give him that money.
Some of the other boosters are going to have to step up, apparently, because Portnoy, I mean, if you take him at his word, he says he's not unloading the checkbook again.
I mean, how much has it ever been like publicized how much money Portnoy has given that program?
I don't know about the program as a whole, but I believe it was like $3 or $4 million is what it was rumored that he gave Underwood.
For Underwood, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he doing any like sponsorship stuff for Barstool?
Who
Underwood?
Underwood, no. So
okay.
this was before like the new rules took place. And is Barstool a Fortune 500 company where they can get around that?
I don't think were they ever?
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't
think
that, that they can skirt the rules. So maybe that's why he's saying that, because
just slip them.
It's a different. Things are a little bit different with NLI or with
NIL.
NIL, and so maybe that's why he came out and made that statement. So it's got to be more like through the Michigan program now, unless it's a Fortune 500 company, they can kind of skirt the rules and don't have to get it submitted and approved on there.
Okay, gotcha.
NIL.
You're right. He man, that's a lot of money.
A lot of money. We had press conferences today for the playoffs, bro. Since it's a Friday game, the Tuesday press conference was on Monday.
It's coming up, man. It's coming up. This Friday, right?
This Friday. 3 more work days.
Man, it seems like it came up quick.
It did. Absolutely. Venables. I mean, not a whole lot in his press conference. You got to kind of take him at face value on some of this. He was asked about R. Mason Thomas, and he said that he expects R. Mason Thomas to play.
Okay.
Don't know how many snaps. It's probably going to be pretty limited, I would guess. I don't know. I don't know the health of him.
Yeah.
He hasn't played since November 1st. And then Javonte Barnes, he said, it's very possible that Javonte Barnes, who is, set out like the last half of the season with intentions to enter the portal this cycle, he might play. He says
Okay.
it's a very good possibility. And then him and Arbuckle both said that the running back room is getting healthier, and the team as a whole is getting healthier, which you would
Good.
expect
Good.
having the 2.5 weeks off.
Yes. Well, good. So yeah, I mean that's been an issue all of the entire season for Oklahoma is that running back room. Just they just haven't been healthy. They get a couple guys healthy, a couple guys go out, and I mean if not more.
And I mean they're down numbers. You had one guy that is gonna transfer. And no knock on Javonte Barnes. It's kind of it's a tough world out there, and I get it. But then you also gave a lot of money to Jaden Knott, which caused Gavin Sawchuk to transfer.
Yeah.
So now you're down to just the 4 major scholarship running backs, and then Jaden Knott doesn't play. Javonte Barnes is going to transfer, and then you have one running back, true freshman, that gets hurt against Illinois State. He's had a banged up shoulder all season.
Yeah.
And then as soon as X gets going, then he gets hurt.
Yes.
And, he's been playing banged up. So
good.
Now, 2 weeks off. We need the offensive line to be healthy too.
Yeah, I think. Who do you think's the biggest factor in that running back room right now? Like, you think it's X? You think it's Ott?
It just depends on the game plan. If Barnes plays, a lot of it's going to be Javonte Barnes because he is such a good pass blocker. Like it is very, very undervalued how good that man is in pass blocking.
Yeah,
and he's probably third on the list, not by far as running the ball. X is probably the best runner, but whenever it comes to pass blocking, he plays with violence in the backfield, and so if he can play, it'll be huge.
Yeah,
huge.
Hopefully he does.
I don't give the other guys some rest, and
I don't see how it could hurt him. I mean, unless he physically gets hurt, but that's probably the only thing going through his mind is injuries. But yeah, I mean, if he can play, I mean, say an injury doesn't happen, I don't see how it could hurt his value whatsoever. Get him on that main stage.
And only he knows what the right choice for him is. I'm sure that deep down he wants to play, but like you said, he's got a lot to weigh on, come in and get hurt and then absolutely lose that last year of eligibility that he worked so hard to get back. So
a lot of things are in play. Yeah, I mean, that's what people don't think about. They get pissed off a guy transfers or doesn't play in a bowl game or whatever it might be. But these guys are young adults, and they got to figure out their future, and they got to look after what's best for them.
Yeah, and he's been a hell of a running back for OU. He's been extremely loyal. He's had some injury issues, throughout his time. But I mean, whatever he decides to do, then I'm backing that man up because he's earned it.
Absolutely.
But it just depends on how the team feels too. That's got to be a tough situation for the team to be like, we don't know. We're not there. We're not at practice. We're not in the meetings. How they feel about what he's done.
Yeah.
And so. It's kind of tough, it's like, oh, you want to join us now that we're in this fight. And so it's kind of, how does the team feel? How does the team react? And that's going to be on the coaching staff, like what they can do, to sort that out.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. I mean, he's a talented player, and you could use him if, he chooses to play.
Absolutely. And Alabama's finding some motivation. They're bringing back to that game whenever OU won in Tuscaloosa, about OU taking pictures at midfield by the logo, trying to add in some extra motivation. Alabama's still a favorite in this game. In Norman, and so it's going to be, both teams are going to be very, very prepared for this game, and we'll see how everything looks. Alabama's got major health concerns as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say is both teams are not lacking in motivation coming into this first round of the playoffs whatsoever. I mean, OU's getting, hearing for the past couple of weeks, should they even be in this playoff? And then Alabama coming off a loss and then getting their ass kicked by Georgia. It's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, getting beat by Georgia, a team that they beat earlier in the year, and then
Mhm.
people writing them off. They kind of got some pushback on whether they should be in as well. But
Yep. Mhm.
speaking of
Yep.
teams that shouldn't be in, man, JMU, their Twitter is
What? Okay, what's going on JMU's Twitter? Fill me in, because I,
they're
I
just
I was looking and I didn't see anything.
it's like it's not their official Twitter page. It's like their
Yeah.
recruiting Twitter page or whatever,
Okay.
like one of the fan
Yeah.
Twitters. But they've just shit post like, you know, just saying stuff like, oh man, yeah, Oregon definitely needs to prepare for this JMU team, and then
Oh, I
and
think you
then
sent me something like
and
that.
then
Yeah.
something like they had a slow mo play of Oregon. Like, man, this team looks really slow. I don't know if they'll be able to handle JMU speed. and
Man,
they
have
and
your
then Oregon
fun.
jumped in, and they're having fun with it too. And it's been
Yeah.
fun for a game that's going to be an absolute blowout on
Yes.
Saturday night.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. JMU, get your shots in, have your fun, because come come game day, you're gonna get absolutely shit stomped, and everybody knows that. And yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
And then something that came to my attention today, I didn't realize the Bears Packers game was Saturday night.
Was it Saturday
So
night?
yeah, so this is probably why
Is
ESPN
it?
opted for that 11 a.m. noon kickoff on
Okay.
the Miami A&M. I mean, this has been set. They probably seen the schedule and like, we don't really want to go head to head against the NFL if we don't have to. So
Yeah.
that's why the second best game is a noon kickoff.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Okay.
2 NFL games this weekend. The Eagles and Commanders play as well.
Okay. Well, at least the Packers and Bears game will be of some stature.
Yeah, and we'll have some football to watch
Yep.
on Saturday. It's kind of looking bleak. 'Cause,
Yeah, I
I
didn't
was
know
like,
we
I
were
don't know
gonna
if I'm gonna
have
watch this
football.
JMU Oregon game. And even the Tulane Ole Miss game has an opportunity to be a blowout. I think Tulane has more of a chance of
They
keeping
do.
the game close
Yeah.
than they lost 45-10 at Ole Miss already this year. But they have more of a chance to keep the game close than JMU does at Oregon, because
That's
that's
really
going to be
saying something too.
that is a crazy environment, and they are very, very, very outmatched in that
Yeah.
game
Yep.
and outcoached. I mean, Chesney is a good up and coming coach, but Lanning, I mean, he's different. Lanning's
Yeah.
different.
I was on my way back home today, and Jim Traber was on. And he's always he stands on two statements he says, and he says he's always right. Danica Patrick will never win a NASCAR race. Who could have guessed that? His crystal ball is so amazing. And then Westbrook will never win a championship. And so he's like, I'm always right, and I'm going to add something else onto this. There will never be a small school to win the college football playoff. And I was like,
What a big stance.
yeah,
This is
exactly. It's like,
this is
oh, no
also
shit.
this is also the guy that said Tiger Woods would never win another major.
And that's
And
right.
then
And then he went out and won the Masters.
yeah, and then he came
Yes.
back and was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, sometimes things just happen." And then you
Yeah.
got Al Eschbeck and audibly just like screams like, "I can't stand that show, man."
Jim.
Like, them guys. Eschbeck's a legend for people
Yeah.
that know like Oklahoma sports radio. He's a legend, but it just gets worse and worse every year.
It's
And
his
then
dementia, dude. It's
Jim
going
is
downhill.
awful. That's why I listen to KREF
Yeah,
all the time. A little homerism, but it's a little
my
homerish. But
my father, he calls me griping about Jeff or griping about Jim Traber pretty often. I'm like, Dad, that's what he wants. That's his shtick. He's an asshole and tries to get a rise out of people, and it's worked. I mean, he's been on the radio and had his own show for a long time. I mean, that's his thing.
I mean, I don't really think that's his. I think it's just who he is. I don't know if he's trying to be
Yeah.
something he's not. But
No, I
you
don't
should really
necessarily
put your
think
dad on the
that.
ref, man. Tell him download the KREF app. It's
Okay,
so
all
much
right.
better.
I'll tell him to listen to that, because the sports animal, it's not very great. It's not.
It was
It was better a few years ago.
it was awesome whenever I guess Traber said something about Teddy.
Uh huh.
Fort Gibson legend. Where we're from,
Yep.
and like Teddy went off on him on the ref. Like he really put him in his place, and it was
Did he
amazing.
really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh man.
he's like this because like Traber's big thing was because the ref isn't really like it's an AM radio station, and they have like the app where you can listen to and stuff like
Mhm.
that. and Traber was just kind of like making a point against them about how homerish they are and all this stuff, and then how they're never going to go anywhere. And even though like Teddy and Gabe have one of the best podcasts in the world,
Yeah.
or in college football, especially like team based. And guess who's going to be on that podcast this week?
Trevor Knight, Bob Stoops.
No, Cole Kubelik.
Oh, okay.
Josh Pate.
All right.
And there's some other people that are going to be there. I mean, it's going to be a big time live podcast that they're doing at Riverwind this week for the college football playoff, man. I mean, they deserve everything. Like they really put together a good show. So I mean,
hey, it's better than the franchise.
Yeah, I mean, but the franchise is better than the animal.
It is, and franchise doesn't even exist anymore, does it?
I think so.
Does it? Okay,
I
thought it went down. But yeah, a little local sports radio talk for you guys.
Absolutely. NFL this weekend, bro.
Oh my God, dude. First, where do we want to start? Do we want to start with the injuries?
No, if we can't, dude. There's only one place to start.
Okay. All right.
We talked about his NIL. But this dude jumped on Twitter at halftime and was running his mouth, talking about his Patriots, how great they were, how the season was over, how everything goes through New England. New England's up 21-0. Then Josh Allen happened.
Yep.
Then Josh Allen, the Bills with no wide receivers, no passing game.
Wait, who was on Twitter?
Dave Portnoy.
Oh, Dave. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he came out like he was like it was great. He gave this big old rant. He was all hyped up. You know how Portnoy can get.
Yep.
He had to eat his words afterwards, and it was it was magical.
You want to hear something awesome? Before the game, I took Bills -2.5.
Oh man, did you ever get tempted to like just cash out and take your losses?
It was at one point I was losing so much money that like if I got out of it, like I would get like just a couple bucks back. I'm like, I'm just gonna let it ride and maybe it'll go up a little bit. And then I see that final quarter and the Bills coming back. I'm like, oh baby.
Yeah, that was a wild game, man. And then Trevor Lawrence, bro.
Oh my gosh, dude. And this has been a strat of mine betting wise most of the season. You just take over on Jets games. That's it. Points total over. That shit cashed before halftime. Trevor Lawrence had 30. I think that team scored 31 or 32 before half. Something like that.
Something crazy. And they
slanging it.
Definitely in control of that division. Lawrence had 6 touchdowns yesterday.
Yeah.
Total touchdowns. Is he back? Is Trevor Lawrence good again?
Bro, he might be, man. I mean, this 10-4 record would indicate that, yeah, he might be back. I mean, he went 20 of 32, 330 in the air, 5 passing touchdowns. I mean, and then another one on the ground, like you said, 51 yards. Yeah. Let's see. How did Brian Thomas Jr. play? He had a touchdown, 4 for 66. But yeah, man, he might be back.
There was a time whenever Peterson was there, I think it was like his first or second year, when they actually went to the playoffs and were a little bit competitive.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe Lawrence can survive that Urban Meyer debacle. And then it just got bad again the longer Peterson was there. So maybe he's just like first year in a coach's system, and then teams start figuring him out. I don't know. But I mean, maybe Lawrence is back. Maybe he'll go back to his terrible ways of turning the football over. He's still got a fumbling problem and a turnover problem. So
he does. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to see the Jags coming out and actually doing something for a change.
Absolutely. And the AFC playoff, I mean, you talked about it a little bit. Mahomes is done. The Chiefs are out. Mahomes tears his ACL yesterday. Lamar Jackson doesn't look like the same quarterback from previous years. Maybe the Ravens get healthy and can make a move, but Allen, look at the teams that are going to be in the AFC playoffs. Yeah. If Josh Allen does not make it to the Super Bowl this year in that AFC,
he's not gonna.
This is like legacy defining. And the bad thing is like he has to do it all this year.
Yeah.
But
he has nobody.
No wide receivers, but they have to go through the AFC because it's not going to get easier going forward with Drake May and the Patriots. They're young. They're going to continue to, be a force. You have to get them this year.
Yeah, and I
They,
mean, with teams like the Colts going down as well, I mean, you got to take advantage of this.
Colts, man. Phillip Rivers threw a touchdown pass.
He almost won that freaking game. That's another thing I won. The spread was 13.5. I was like, I don't think so. So I took the plus 13.5 on the Colts, and that was a good play.
That was like I didn't see that coming, man. The
Yeah.
Colts secondary is banged up. I mean, they've already lost Sauce. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and they really held the Seahawks
Mm-hmm.
down. I mean, the Seahawks weren't explosive, but this goes back to another quarterback that starts playing bad this time of year.
Sam
The
Darnold.
Sam Darnold experience, man. Like,
Yep.
is this what we're going to see the next few weeks? Is the weather chills
I sure hope not. I mean, it's trending towards that way. I mean, his past 3 games haven't been great, like up to par to how he was playing at the beginning or middle of the season. But I would like to see Sam Darnold go into the playoffs and have a good showing, because you know what he did last year with the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, that was awesome. And Sam Darnold's really carved out a good role in this league when it looked like he may not be in the league whenever he was with the Jets.
he definitely is a streaky quarterback.
Yeah.
Definitely a streaky quarterback. And, hopefully, he can keep it together for any Seahawks fans, but I wouldn't count on it.
He's got the best receiver in the game right now.
I mean, he had the best receiver in the game last year too.
He did. Yep.
And
that's true.
We'll see. We'll see if Midnight's going to strike on him again, or if they can get that offense back up and going. But you know what else? You know what happened today?
Oh, what happened today?
AR-15 removed from IR.
AR-15?
Yep.
Removed from IR?
Removed from IR. He coming back.
He's
to
coming
the Colts,
back.
Going to take Phillip Rivers' job.
Oh my gosh!
Is it going to be a 1 week, right? 1 week for Phillip Rivers?
I had no idea that he was even I didn't know he was that close to coming back.
Yeah, I don't know that. Like, it was just always because he didn't get injured in a game.
Yeah,
because he never started this year, and so it was just kind of they just put him on IR, and there was questions like, is he actually hurt, or I guess he hurt his shoulder and camp or something. But yeah, he's they activated him this week.
I mean, you've got to throw him in there over Rivers, right? You have to.
I mean, Rivers did one good thing. Like he had that interception late in the game, but teams can kind of, I don't know, like, do you want to trust your defense? And Phillip Rivers isn't going to turn the ball over much, but he's a statue back there. Like, do you see that play where he fell down?
Oh my gosh, dude! It looks so unnatural.
Man, that dude's almost 45 years old, and
hey, you called it. I mean, it wasn't much of a call, but I mean, you were right. He just screen pass, 5-yard pass. Just I don't think
There was one play in the game. It was an anticipation route, man. He nailed it. Like the guy, perfect timing on the throw. And the throw took so long to get there. And this was only like 5 yards. It was right at the line of scrimmage. The throw took so long to get there, the defender almost broke it up. like if it was a quarterback with a decent arm, that guy probably gets 10, 15 yards, but he only got like 3 or 4 yards just because the arm strength isn't there. And that's not what he was known for, but
no,
it's definitely like him having to throw the ball with like 13 seconds left. You kind of knew it was coming. Like it was bad news.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, the Colts, I mean, they're sitting at 8-6 right now. They're on a 4-game losing streak. I don't see them crawling back into this.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah,
they're done.
Yeah,
I mean, might as well pour one, unless AR-15 comes out and looks amazing.
They've got the 49ers, which the 49ers are on a roll right now.
The 49ers are definitely a beatable team for them. I mean, 49ers aren't anything flashy. They're a solid football team, but I mean, they're not a team that can run away and hide from any team.
They've just been getting it done. And then they've got the Jags, and then they got both the divisional matchups with the Jags and Texans, who are both fighting for that same spot. So they have everything going against them at the moment.
I think the Texans, that's probably my AFC pick right now, man, with that defense, that pass rush.
Okay.
It comes down to them and the Broncos and kind of the Patriots to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the Broncos and Texans both have great pass rushes, but I just don't trust Bo Nix
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they are going to get the 1 seed, which is good. Means they only
Mm-hmm.
have to win 2 to get into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you trust Bo Nix to play 2 great games in that environment? In that environment,
It's not that I trust him to do it. It's that I know he's capable of it. You
I mean,
know,
is he?
I think
I don't.
I think
In the
from a
high pressure
skill
situations, like he
that
can.
that's what we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see that. I mean, in the playoff environment, how is he going to play? But I think he can get it done.
I kind of like the Texans in that matchup, and that might be one of the Texans might slip into the 4 seed. They might catch the Jaguars, where they're going to be probably 4, maybe catch the Bills on that 5 line,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then so I mean that could be a first round matchup with them and the Broncos,
And
and
I mean, my only hesitation on the Texans at the moment is CJ Stroud, but he played pretty well this week against the Cardinals. But
I'll take CJ Stroud any day over Bo Nix.
yeah, I mean, as a whole, I think I would. I mean, if CJ Stroud was healthy this entire season, and
And I take that. I mean, the Broncos defense is really good, but I also take the
take the
Texans
Texans
defense.
over him, yeah.
That pass rush is absolutely insane.
I mean,
So I mean, I
from
don't.
what have you done from me lately? I mean, the Texans have looked really good over the past 3-4 weeks.
I think that's the Super Bowl pick in the AFC.
Okay.
I don't know what the future odds are, but I think they would be my number 1 team. I
Do you
don't like the
think?
Chargers. The
Do you
Chargers are. I mean,
do you
that's
think
one
if
one
the
quarterback we didn't talk about, but
yeah Justin
Herbert's
Herbert?
hurt,
Mhm.
broken like hurt left hand. Struggles to even hand the ball off.
Yeah. If the Patriots got it done against the Bills as it looked in the first half, would your opinion change at all?
As far as
As like that did
the
that
Patriots, putting the Patriots up there,
Mhm.
I just think the Patriots, it's just too early. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
you
mean,
see
they are
you
young.
see runs like this. I think they're just kind of ahead of schedule. I mean,
Mhm.
I would be surprised
Yeah.
if they made the Super Bowl or if they
Mhm.
went through the AFC, but I wouldn't be shocked if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Like
Kinda
it
like
could
the kinda
happen. I
like
just
the
don't expect it.
kinda like the Texans kinda come up.
The Texans a couple years
Mhm.
ago, yeah,
Yeah.
whenever they made the AFC Championship game, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and then against the Chiefs because they beat the Ravens,
They
I think,
did.
in the divisional round. They played the Chiefs in the
Yeah.
AFC Championship, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
I mean,
was
similar situation. But you know, we talked a lot about the Bucks and Panthers last pod,
do we got to talk
and
about this, dude? Do
we
we got
have
to talk
to.
about
We
this?
have to. I don't think either one of these
No.
teams want to make the playoffs.
And it's such a like it's pulling my heartstrings, like I've been in I've loved the Panthers. I'm not like a huge diehard Panthers fan. I've been
Mhm.
like if I had to pick an NFL team, then since '96 they've been the team that I cheer for. But I kind of really don't like as far as all my favorite teams, they're probably on the lowest leg, just they're
Mhm.
not local, all
Yeah.
that. But I want them to do well, but I also want Baker to do well.
Mhm.
But then when the Bucks lost, it's like I start getting that situation where like, man, the Panthers can make the playoffs,
It was
and
looking like it.
then they lose to the they not only did they lose to the Saints, they got swept by the
Yep,
New Orleans Saints this year.
they did. Now the tables have turned. Now, I mean, the Panthers have to win both of these games against the Bucks, don't they?
Yeah, because their other game is against the Seahawks.
Yeah, yeah,
And so yeah, they have to. I mean, they were looking pretty. They just had to win one game against the Bucks if they beat the
yep,
Saints, and
yep.
now they don't have the tiebreaker unless they win both games.
Now the table is turned. I
We're-
mean, the Buccaneers have their out of division game is against Miami, I believe, and then they've got the 2 remaining against the Panthers. So, yeah, now it's looking like the Bucks are in the driver's seat here.
That'll be a good game. Them
Yep.
against Miami, especially if Miami finds a way to beat Pittsburgh tonight without TJ Watt.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yep.
Miami's still firmly in that playoff race.
They are. Oh, that'd be pretty crazy if Miami came back and snuck into this playoff.
Yeah, that would be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, yesterday was a rough day for superstars, man. Especially superstars that had Dallas ties.
Yep.
Mahomes, big Mavs fan from the area. Parsons used to play there. but
Mm-hmm.
both of them down with ACL injuries yesterday.
Yeah. Now, was Mahomes an ACL tear?
Yes, it was a clean tear though, apparently. Like there wasn't anything else that no
Okay.
other ligaments or anything damaged other than the ACL,
Okay.
which was good for them.
That's good. And
Um,
now Parsons, was that I think that was a little rougher than Mahomes.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I just seen torn ACL. I don't know anything on the Parsons front, but
Because some of the people I was seeing talk about it were saying he may not even be available for start of next season.
I mean, ACLs usually 6 8 months. I think he should be fine. It just
Yeah,
depends. Like if he has a good recovery,
yeah,
like I think part. I mean, he might not be the same player for the first year. I mean, that's one
hmm
thing that you often see with ACLs. Like it
yeah,
takes time to completely come back from it. But
yeah, yeah. That sucks. That really sucks. I mean, you just give up quite a bit of assets for this guy, and when you really need him coming down to the nitty and gritty of the season, he goes down. But
absolutely.
that's a part of it. That's a part of it. And then Minshew came in for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm sitting there watching it with my wife. I'm like, this man's about to come out and he's about to win this game. And it wasn't the next snap later. He throws that shit to the other team.
Gardner Minshew, man. I remember when he had his cup of tea. Like
Yeah.
everybody thought he was going to be pretty decent. He faded pretty quick.
He had a few good games with the Colts, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Colts. I think he played with the Jags, right?
Yeah.
And there was another team. I don't really remember exactly which team, but yeah, he had some moments.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Yeah.
remember Tyler Heineken?
Tyler Heineken.
His name's Heineke, but
Oh,
with like
yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the Commanders, he
hmm
had that run where he actually took them to the playoffs, I believe, and lost to Tom Brady.
God damn.
But
Uh,
yeah,
but yeah, so this is brings to an end to the Kansas City Chiefs playoff streak here.
absolutely.
Sad day, I guess. Not really.
I mean, they're officially done.
Yep,
I
they are
mean, no
done.
Super Bowl this year. That's
Mm-mm.
gonna be kind of wild. I mean, like we said, Josh Allen. I mean,
That's his
you
kryptonite
you
right
got
there.
to you got to get it done this year, and this is your worst weapons. It's
Yep,
rough.
yep.
Like it's gonna be.
He's in the
Oh,
worst
if you don't.
situation probably in his career with that team, and he's in the best situation as far as competition goes for the playoffs.
And if you don't get it done this year, nobody's going to look back on it and say, "Well, Josh Allen didn't have any weapons." Whenever they remember it, Josh Allen didn't
No.
have any weapons. They're going to look back and say, "Look at these teams that were in the AFC that year."
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yep.
Patriots overachieving, the Broncos kind of overachieving a little bit as well.
Then they're going to go
And
back and
then
look at the losses that they took this year. Carolina, Miami at home. I mean, there's a lot of ones to look back on.
absolutely, I mean, Miami might be a playoff team though.
They might be, and that's kind of when Miami's season started turning around. Is whenever they took that win a few weeks back.
And then Jalen Hurts comes out and plays his best game of the year after playing his worst game of the year.
Weren't you
Like
shitting
that
on this? You were shitting on the Eagles about this game, weren't you?
about what
No,
game?
you weren't. You
I
weren't.
was
No,
I
not the
was
Raiders game.
No, I was shitting on their performance against the Chargers
That's
last
right.
week.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hurts came out 12 of 15.
hmm
One of his incompletions should have been a touchdown that was
Yep.
dropped.
hmm
I mean, Hurts
Yep.
looked good.
He came out there and played well, and
And that
it's the time of the year it matters.
puts the Cowboys on the brink of elimination. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and say, Cowboys, you're done.
Yeah, I agree with that. Cowboys, you're cooked. You're done. Take a
Because
seat.
the Eagles have 3 games left. 2 of them are against the Commanders, who just announced today that Jalen Daniels, they're setting him for the rest
Yeah.
of the year.
Yep. As they should.
So,
Do you see JJ McCarthy hit the gritty going into the touchdown? Going
oh,
to
I
the
did. I
end
didn't
zone?
watch that game. I had no
Dude.
interest in watching that game. I think we were
eh,
watching a Florida Man on HBO.
okay.
Great.
How is that? Is that pretty good?
It's amazing, dude.
Is it? Okay.
Like
I'll have to check that
Danny
out.
you can't fail with Danny McBride.
Have you seen Chair Company on HBO?
Oh, I love Tim Robbins. I love Tim
Okay, I
Robinson.
haven't watched it, but it's on my list. Okay,
Oh,
I
you
figured
got
you
to if
had.
if you like Tim Robinson,
Yeah,
I mean, he's not for everybody, but
yeah.
the Chair
It
Company,
it's
it's
like a
fantastic.
comedy though, right?
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
comedy, but do
okay.
you know who Tim Robinson is,
Oh,
right?
of course.
Have you
Yeah.
seen any of his work? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like if
Mhm.
if you like his style, then
Yeah.
you'll love it.
Okay.
Like
All
I
right.
know that that's not something like he's not for everybody, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's amazing.
No, I love his shorts and his little skits.
Oh yeah, you'll love the show. It'll be right up your alley if
Okay.
you like that.
Check it out. Yeah, I've seen both of those, and they piqued my interest a little bit. But yeah, do we got anything else on the NFL front?
I mean, the Lions kind of barely hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're big Packers fans this weekend. They need the Packers to beat the Bears. Or I guess either team losing kind of helps them, but they can't afford any more losses. They took a bad loss to the Rams yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, that was
Uh,
looking close up until the second half. I mean, the Rams came in and dropped 17 in the third quarter, and Lions goose egg.
yeah, I mean, Amon-Ra was outstanding in the first half. Like
Yeah.
absolutely carrying that team, and like it's one of those things. I mean, Goff's an okay quarterback, but he's
Yeah.
not, he's
Yeah. Do you
not outstanding.
think this team would be in a better spot with Stafford right now?
Probably.
Probably. Okay.
Probably. I mean, it's a completely different offense, and
Yeah.
Stafford's probably better than Goff right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I tend to
But
agree
I
with you on
mean,
that.
would Stafford want to get up off the mat like he did this year for the Rams? That's kind of the thing, or would he just kind of who knows? Who knows? I think it
Yeah.
was a good trade for both teams.
Yeah, I
Both
do
guys
too.
kind of
I do too.
came in, and it's hard to say. Hard to say.
Yeah.
The Lions have a lot of talent on
Mhm.
offense, but
They really do. Yeah. You got St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs, Montgomery. They've got a lot of
Jameson
weapons on the team.
Williams.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jameson.
and the Laporta's hurt. That hurt. That really hurts them. But
Yeah.
let's get into some NBA Cup.
All right. I'll go ahead and get this through. I hate basketball. It sucks. Yeah.
So game didn't go kind of how you wanted this week, huh?
Man, if there was a time to take a loss, it was going to be that game.
But that game counted. If you would have made the finals,
I
it would have
know,
counted.
right? I freaking know. But yeah, they just could not hit any open threes. From Thunder couldn't.
Yeah, what 10 of 30 or
Yeah,
10 of 31 or something like that?
they had 14 missed uncontested threes. 14. 14.
A lot.
I mean, they shot 11% from 3-point range. So one of those shots go in, the game's it's a different outcome. But it is what it is. Props to the Spurs for getting it done. Wemby came in there, played well. He was a difference maker from the moment he checked in. But yeah, the guys hit their shots like they did against the Lakers. And yeah, hey, the Lakers lost to the same team without Wemby by 25. So go to hell.
That was a big win for the Spurs.
Mhm.
It's a big win for Amazon. Like I tuned into this game, and
Yeah,
like
it was
I
good.
love the Amazon production value. Like their
Dude,
camera
yes,
angles, like it looks so
yes,
crisp. They got a great
yes.
studio crew.
I
They
love
have
Dirk
Stan
being
Van
out
Gundy, who
there.
doesn't shut the fuck up. This man goes on like 2 to 3 minute diatribes all the time and just talk. It's like, can you shut up and let somebody else talk, dude?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. I think
Yeah.
at one point he said, talking about Wemby, how Wemby was an alien. You don't refer to Wemby as an alien because he might get deported. We're deporting those guys now. Like
he said that?
He said that on the broadcast. He said we shouldn't refer to him as an alien because those guys are getting deported. And this is like whenever he's taking over the broadcast, not letting anybody else talk. Like I almost wanted to watch the game on mute.
Jesus Christ. It's sports. It's sports.
We were watching.
Stop.
We were actually watching Man versus Baby on my big screen. It's
the hell is that?
It's got. You familiar with the Bean, Mr. Bean?
Oh yeah, yeah,
mm-hmm. yeah. He's in it, and it's like just a kind of a 4-episode Netflix thing on there. It's just it's a good time. I was watching that with the wife, and so I had my door open where I had the Thunder Spurs game on with no audio. I was like, this is cool. I'm loving it. And then once we finished the series is about the time that the Thunder Spurs game came down to, where to the brass tacks, where it was like clutch time. And there's like 5 minutes left in the game. I was like, oh, this is a close game.
Yeah.
And then just hearing Van Gundy, I was like, man, this is awful.
Yeah.
They have to get rid of Van Gundy. Like he's awful.
Hey, I think Doris Burke's looking for a job.
I mean, she'll shut the hell up sometimes. I mean, the other two guys are fine on the broadcast. Like he takes it over and doesn't let anybody else talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, other than him, their halftime, their analytics crew are great. I mean, Dirk being on the broadcast is awesome. And then was it Udonis Haslem? He's on it, right? Yes.
Yeah.
UD.
Yeah.
He's a great perspective to have. He's probably one of my favorite players. Like, he's probably in my top 10 of all time as my personal favorite players. Great guy. I mean, knows what he's talking about, and it's nice to have him on there.
And it just looks crisp. I mean, they
Mhm.
throw out some different camera angles for their
Yeah,
timeouts, and
yeah,
just like it looked great. It looked like a great product. It kind of changed my perspective on the NBA Cup because it was such a good game.
yeah,
But then in the back of my mind, I'm just like, I can't stand Stan Van Gundy.
yeah. He's a little much. He is a little much. And usually it's Jeff Van Gundy I have the problem with.
I
That's who
mean,
annoys me.
but Jeff, he doesn't like take over the mic for like
Yeah,
3 or 4 minutes
yeah,
though. Well, I
yeah.
mean, he might say some stupid stuff, some off the wall stuff, and you're
Mhm.
just like, okay, Jeff, gotta
Hey,
calm down.
Stan went
But
to the finals with Dwight Howard and Jameer Nelson.
yeah, I'm sure like he'll give you a 5-minute monologue on it too during a
Oh,
broadcast about it as well.
I'm sure he will.
But
But
then
yeah,
go
uh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, props to the Spurs. That's a huge win for them. And I mean, I think it's a good loss for the Thunder. Take a loss in a close game. Things didn't go your way. Things, you can't count on shooting your average percentages, and it's give this team a good, give them a good reality check, and give them a little bit more motivation, because I'm sure winning 16, 17, 18 games in a row gets a little old.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. I hate winning that much.
yeah, it gets a little old, but yeah, may God have mercy on the Clippers on Thursday. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, we'll see.
And that was
We'll see.
actually the first game the Thunder have had the starting five, and so you know we'll see. Give them some time to get some chemistry back, and
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Wemby's a monster. Wemby's
oh
the
God,
reason,
yes,
absolutely the reason they won the game. It's like you watch him, it's like, yeah, this is the best player in the NBA, but he missed too many games to win the MVP.
yep, yeah.
Like
I mean,
it's
he may never get the chance to win that award, and that's just unless the rules change, which I think they will. But yeah,
the old Embiid rule really hurting Wemby right now.
it really is, yes. And so yeah, that brings the Spurs. They play tomorrow against the Knicks.
Who beat the Magic?
They beat the Magic, and who said they were going to beat the Magic? I can't recall. It was on this pod. It was one of us. I don't remember who.
I think that might have been I don't know, do we have a special guest that day?
I don't know. I think it might have been me. I think it might have
You
been me.
think so?
Actually, yes, I think it
But
was.
wait. Do the Knicks have your boy Norm Powell?
No, they don't,
He
and
didn't play for him?
I'm surprised they won without him. I'm surprised any team gets a win without Norm Powell, but they did it. And Karl Anthony Towns played well. Josh Hart played well. Brunson played pretty well. It'll be a good matchup. I think. I'm leaning towards the Knicks on this.
You think so? The
Hmm.
Knicks are gonna beat the Spurs?
Yeah, I think they will. I think this is an Eastern Conference award.
I don't know, man. Wemby's out there, like
Because he
that's
will be
gonna
starting next game. I mean, he won't be
and
coming off the bench.
he's gonna take a lot away from Brunson.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Like Brunson does really good job of being crafty in the paint, getting shots over bigger defenders.
That shit
Wemby's
don't
not a bigger
matter.
defender. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wemby's not a bigger defender. He's a huge, like
yeah,
absolutely monstrous defender in the
yeah.
paint.
And I mean, you even got to think twice shooting mid-range jumpers. I mean, if he's within a 10-foot vicinity of you, your shot's possibly going to be blocked. And
Yeah,
I
he's
mean, he's blocking threes from the free throw line. I don't know if you saw that the other night, but he was blocking threes from the 3-point or from the free throw line.
and Cat's played well, but
Hmm.
he's gonna have Wemby on him.
Yep. Yep. We'll
And
see how he does.
like he likes to sit outside. He doesn't like to use his body to
Yep.
bully around inside. Is he gonna, what is Cat gonna be comfortable doing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's times where he shies away from that and doesn't do it as well, and that's not
Hmm.
part of the game that he likes to play.
Yep.
But that's the game he's gonna have to play. But I mean, and then again, Wemby still his length, makes up for his lack of physicality.
Oh yeah,
And
100%.
like it's gonna be
100%.
I don't know. I don't know the answers for the Spurs or for the
Mhm.
Knicks if Wemby's playing and plays well in that game. Like
Yeah. I mean,
it's rough for him.
The only thing that think the Knicks have going for them right now is their 3-point shots falling. Like that's what I think they can win this game with. If they can keep that rolling, and it can, going against Wemby completely changes your offense. You can't go in there with the same mindset because it's not going to work.
I'm kind of upset with myself because I was on X today and I was just kind of scrolling and I seen something that said the Knicks were interested in DiVincenzo, but I just kind of scrolled past it and I didn't really give it much of a thought to see if it was from a shit account or not.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard anything about this?
No.
So
What?
so it might have just been like a troll account or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but that kind of I didn't stop. And like later I was like, I should have stopped and like looked into that a little bit more. But
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was
See if it
like
was
you
scams,
get you
not
get rid of him,
shams.
now you want him back. Like this is
Gosh,
what are y'all
dude.
doing?
That would be so stupid to go back and get Dante. I mean, he played well for that team, but you
Get the
traded him away.
get the Villanova crew back together. And then
Yeah.
the speaking of stupid, that damn Lakers Suns game last night.
Oh man. Yes,
Like
that Lakers Suns game. Do you put that who do you blame that game on? The refs or Dylan Brooks?
I mean both
Because Dylan Brooks
both.
played great, but he's
Uh,
also part of the reason they lost.
I mean LeBron only made one of those free throws. One of
Yeah.
the Dylan Brooks free throws, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
From the flagrant. The Lakers are still down, and then LeBron misses a three, but Devin Booker is standing beside him, just minding his own business with his hands on his dick, and he gets called for being in LeBron's landing space.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The hell is, and this is after the Lakers just free throw their way back into the game.
Exactly. That fan base bitches more about free throws than any team I have ever seen, and they consistently get the most free throws in the league, and it's not even close.
And
It's not even close.
this game was ugly, man. Like it's that's the kind of games that it's like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this team just shoot free throws all game.
No. I mean, people bitch about the Thunder taking free throws. Watch a Lakers game. You'll see free throws.
That
Oh,
that
yeah.
call on Book was so bad. Was
Yeah.
so bad. Like
Yeah.
LeBron shouldn't have shot those free throws.
No.
And then they were scrambling. Like Luka couldn't get his shot off, and
Mhm.
passes to LeBron, was expecting the pass back because Luka's really good about that. Like if he kind of gets shut down a little bit, he'll get that pass off to the guy at the top,
Get
and
some
then
space,
he'll
get the
work
ball
off
back.
of it.
Mhm.
And then he was expecting the ball back, and LeBron just takes that awful shot. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
he was kind of open. Booker wasn't in front of him, but I
That
mean
that was as much as of a bailout as you can draw up.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like it was just LeBron, just like I'm gonna put something up, hope we get an offensive rebound. That's what I would think was in LeBron's mind,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
gets the foul call, and it was just
I think he
absolutely
was a
awful.
little surprised to get it. He was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
So yeah,
man.
Lakers get a cheap win there. Yeah, and then you know, the same time frame, late game, Warriors lose to the Blazers in a close one. Steph Curry puts up a 40 piece. I think he had 43, played an amazing game, but he could not stop Shaden Sharp. Who else played good well in that game? Denny had 26, had 14 free throws. And
Ooh,
then Jeremy Grant had 35. So they could
ooh,
not,
man.
I mean, this was
Wait,
136 to
wait.
131.
Jeremy Grant had 35. Who was guarding him? Like, was it Jimmy Butler or Draymond Green? Were one of those two guarding Jeremy Grant?
You know
Those
it
two awesome
was.
defenders?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he put 35 on them?
Yep.
35 on their head while Steph's giving them 40 on
Hey,
offense?
and the other one was guarding Shaden Sharp, who also had 35. Yeah. Yeah. I think Jimmy was on Shaden and Draymond was on Jeremy. Yeah.
This is
Great defense there, guys. You're really worth that money. Good job.
really worth it. Poor Steph, man.
Yep. Yeah. No, I
Poor.
do feel I have never felt bad for Steph in his career, but I feel for him right now. I really
Like,
do.
that
He
team is
is
just
that team.
like, how important was Bob Myers?
He may, yeah. I mean, shit.
How? I mean, I guess Bob Myers did draft James Wiseman though, right?
In his defense, I think 29 out of 30 teams picked James Wiseman in that same situation.
Yeah, maybe.
right? I mean, eh,
Maybe. Who was the guard that was on the board that they didn't want to take? The James Wiseman
oh
draft?
my gosh, I don't even know. Hold on, I'm pulling this up because I'm
I
actually
think he's pretty
curious.
good, right?
Do you know and you're just trolling me?
No, I actually forgot, but I know that like that wasn't the pick. Like they kind of no,
Okay.
Was it Lamelo? Was he the other
Yeah,
one? Yeah,
LaMelo was
okay,
drafted
maybe.
third. Okay, so we had Ant number one, James Wiseman number two, LaMelo three. I can understand why someone would want to pick LaMelo. Patrick Williams four. Killian
Maybe
Hayes at seven. This was an
okay,
ass
maybe it was
draft.
just a one-person draft. We can't really fault too much on.
Tyrese Halliburton was drafted 12th that year too.
Yeah,
So Tyrese Maxey was in that draft class.
but
Desmond Bain.
none of those guys were anybody
No,
would have contention for the top spot.
no,
So
no, no, no. Desmond Bain barely made it out of the first round.
I mean, the only one that you could argue would be Lamelo, but
Yeah,
I actually
yeah,
kind of get not wanting to take that.
yeah. I mean, that was right around the Leangelo or the was it the Leangelo? No, it was what's their names? Lamar. What's the old
You
one?
talking about Lonzo?
Lonzo. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, yeah. It was a couple years after the Lonzo pick.
Absolutely. Lonzo turned out to be a pretty good player. He's still
Yeah,
playing pretty decent
he's not
despite
bad.
injuries. Like if
Spe-
he it'd be
yeah,
be interesting to see what his career would have been if he didn't never got hurt.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Uh, but yeah, yeah. You got anything else in the NBA world?
Not really. I think that does it on all the talking points I had. You got anything else?
I don't think so. There is no racing going on this weekend, so no race recap for this pod.
No racing. Why don't they race
Mm.
on ice?
Dude, those Swedish and Finland people do. They're crazy.
It sounds like it.
That's all they
Sounds like
got
it.
up there. They don't have a choice.
All right, buddy. Well, jumping in, I think we might make a change to our lineups. Something we haven't talked about yet.
Mhm.
I'll throw it off of you later. But our Friday pods really aren't doing great.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
coming, so we might go to a Wednesday, Thursday, or maybe even a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday.
yeah,
So
yeah,
definitely might be looking at some changes going forward. Just I think most people are listening or watching the pods while they're at
yeah,
work past
yeah.
time, and
Mhm.
the weekends we kind of suffer on that.
Yeah, we have another one put out, 2 days after our Friday pod, so, I'm sure
Yeah,
people listen to that to the most recent release.
absolutely.
Mm.
But that's something to look forward to for the guys that follow us. And we did go live a little bit early today. And what is that? What's that? What's that?
Ferrari.
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 Does Max drive Ferraris?
No, he does not drive
No.
Ferrari. Well, he
Okay.
does in GT3s, yeah, yeah. He drives a
Okay.
296.
All right. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good week. Get ready for some college football playoffs this week. Can't
Yes,
wait.
sir. Yes,
So excited.
sir. Oh man. Yep, gonna be fun. Gonna be fun.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Deuces.
All right, everyone. It's Devlin Prunk and his friend Carlos. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Drunk Take. I just want to remind everybody, if you made it this far, just like and subscribe. Just give us a like and a subscription. It'd be real nice of you. We'd really appreciate it if you do that. If you don't do that, then you know what? It's cool too. But Carlos, he eats that expensive formula, and he could really use your likes and subscription. It don't cost you anything, but it could really help Carlos get that liver that he needs. Right, Carlos? Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. Tune in next week.